President Bola Tinubu has said he is working to reform the nation's financial system and also ensure a transparent budgetary process. The president stated this in Lagos on Thursday when he was hosted by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the Lagos House Marina. At the event where former governors Babatunde Fashola and Akiwumi Ambode, among other stalwarts of the ruling All Progressive Congress. Tinubu said there is a need for a re-engineering of the nation's financial system and to see that the economic planning and budgetary process is transparent enough to cater for all Nigerians. The president vowed that he would operate an open-door policy and work together with the state governors to achieve true federalism in the nation. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has said he would have chosen to maintain the multiple foreign exchange systems he met upon assuming office and benefit from it, but instead opted to unify the official and parallel market rates to save the country from financial hemorrhage. Speaking at the civil reception organized in his honor by the Lagos State government at Lagos House Marina, Tinubu said he would afford to share the benefit by participating in the arbitrage, but that is not why he was elected into office. The special advisor to the president on special duties, communication and strategy, Dele Alake, revealed this in a statement he signed late Thursday titled, "While I chose to unify exchange rate, refused to take part in arbitrage." The Nigerian leader said he unified the exchange rate in the nation's best interest, just like he did with the fuel subsidy removal. He explained that those moves were necessary in the early days of his administration to stop the bleeding of the nation's finances. Tinubu said as a way of ensuring good use of available resources, the government will re-engineer the effectiveness of the control and management of the nation's resources in order to meet the obligations to Nigerians by political office holders. Nigeria's external reserves fell by $2.85 billion in the first half of 2023 due to external debt finance, among other challenges. The Central Bank of Nigeria revealed in its figures on movements on foreign reserves as the reserves, which commenced January 3, 2023 at $37.07 billion, fell to $34.22 billion as of the end of June 26, 2023. According to the CBN, the reserves fell by $3.43 billion in 2022 from $40.52 billion as of the end of December 31, 2021 to about $37.09 billion as of December 29, 2022. At previous Monetary Policy Committee meetings, the former governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele, said the committee noted the marginal decline in the level of gross external reserves to $36.13 billion in February 2023 from about $36.4 billion in January 2023, a decrease of 0.7%, reflecting the downtrend in crude oil prices as global uncertainties persist. In continuation of its periodic intervention in the foreign exchange market, the Central Bank of Nigeria injected another sum of $17.81 billion into the interbank foreign exchange market in 2022. According to the CBN's Financial Markets Department's Annual Activity Report 2022, this was a slight increase from the $16.55 billion injected in 2021. The CBN noted that the increase in the volume of foreign exchange purchases in 2022 was due to increased purchases from international oil companies. The Nigerian Communication Commission is set to mandate telecommunication firms to attend to their customers within 30 minutes of arriving at any customer service center in the country. This is based on a new document titled Draft Quality of Service Business Rules on the Commission's website. According to it, the business rules stipulates the minimum quality and standards of service-associated measures and key performance indicators for measuring quality of service. In the customer care section of the document, the telecoms regulator stated that a subscriber's waiting time to be physically attended to by relevant staff at customer service centers must not exceed 30 minutes as against what obtains today, where customers can be kept for hours before being attended to. The Commission is also moving to ensure that subscribers can speak to a customer care representative within 5 minutes when they call a telco's helpline. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has warned that the recent floating of the naira, which has led to its devaluation, would increase raw materials import cost and reduce import flows. The association, in a position document signed by its Director General, Segun Ajayi-Kadil, also noted that the flotation could lead to exchange rate volatility and difficulty predicting figure exchange rate movements, which would make planning challenging. Despite these challenges, MAN expressed optimism that floating the naira remained an important step toward resolving the crisis rocking Nigeria's forex market. It said this is especially given that the fact that the official exchange rate was almost at par with the market-determined rate. The association said they are optimistic that the official and parallel market rates will eventually converge and will create headroom for investors to seamlessly have access to forex at a competitive rate. Now, the president of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has maintained his position as Africa's richest man, despite a fluctuating Nigerian currency against the dollar, according to the Bloomberg Billionaire Index. Dangote's wealth was valued at an impressive $15.6 billion in the recently released Daily Top Billionaires list on Tuesday, placing him at the pinnacle of African billionaires on the index. Elon Musk and Bernard Arnault are the first and second richest people in the world, with fortunes totaling $219 billion and $194 billion respectively. Despite the volatility of the Nigerian currency, Dangote's consistent ranking as Africa's richest person reflected successful business ventures and investments in a variety of sectors. Only 5 other Africans made the most recent list of the world's top 500 billionaires for the year 2023. A group, Global Amnesty Watch, has praised President Bola Tinubu for taking the bold step of eliminating fuel subsidy. According to the group, the president demonstrated strong political will and a desire to boldly address the country's challenges, deliberating it from the clutches of fuel importers and marketers. The GWA stated this in its country situation report, which was signed by its director, Isaac Ipa, and made public on Thursday in Abuja. The report said one of the critical decisions taken by the Bola Tinubu administration was the announcement of the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirit. It said the decision resonates with the necessity of time, given that the subsidy regime was not sustainable and fraught with irregularities that takes a large chunk of the country's resources, running into trillions of naira.